で、今日の私からのメッセージ。Anthropomorphic girls and romance. It's like as if your device asks for head pats every time it boots up. Don't pat your device. Today, we'll be talking about ship girls, tactical operators, quirky students, and questionable decision makers. Ever wonder why games like Azur Lane, Arknights, Girls Frontline, and Blue Archive pull so many players into their worlds? On the surface, they're tactical games with addictive mechanics, but dig deeper and you'll see an emotional undercurrent. The relationships we build with our virtual comrades. And these relationships can be so strong, they are powerful enough to actually bring down a government branch. That wasn't in game, by the way, guys. That actually happened in real life. Whether they're anthropomorphic, warships, assault rifles, or just child soldiers, these characters call us Shikikan, Dokta, or Sensei. That's not just a title, it's an emotional hook. You're not just managing resources, you're leading people who adore and depend on you. I mean, who wouldn't want to build a strong relationship with a young person, take them to trainings and missions, and guide them by becoming a good example to foster a good working environment for your organization? There's literally nothing wrong with that sentence. Here's a thought. What if these connections with virtual characters reflects something deeper about our own lives? Maybe it's about the kind of love or validation we're searching for. Stick around because we're diving deep into the psychology of love, leadership, and why these games hit so close to home. Many players turn to these games as an escape from reality. If life feels monotonous or uncontrollable, the structured yet rewarding world of these games can be a haven. You're not struggling to win over real-life affections or navigate messy relationships. Instead, you're showered with affection by characters who see you as their guiding light. Let's face it, being called commander or sensei hits differently.
Santora sensei.
She calls me by name.
Santora sensei.
I, for one, have studied in Japan and even being called senpai feels weirdly ecstatic. For many, these games represent a fantasy of control in a world where life feels chaotic. But it's not just about barking orders, since these games lean heavily on emotional investment. Sunk cost fallacy is just your imagination fallacy. Characters aren't just tools, they're nuanced, with backstories, quirks, and even vulnerabilities. By caring for them, players feel both needed and admired. The psychological impact is downright fascinating. This dynamic creates a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment, even love that's hard to find in everyday life. And for some, this virtual romance feels safer and more rewarding than risking rejection or disappointment in the real world. But let's not forget the other side. The attachment to these virtual characters can lead to detachment from reality. When the game becomes the primary source of emotional connection, it might start affecting real-world relationships. That's the paradox. These games provide love and control, but can also highlight what's missing in reality. Still, these games aren't inherently harmful. Like any hobby, they are all about balance. By recognizing why these connections feel so powerful, we can enjoy the experience without letting it consume us. Maybe that's the real romance, learning how to appreciate virtual reality while staying grounded in actual reality. Ultimately, the appeal of these games lies in their ability to make us feel needed and loved. Wait a minute, didn't I just yap about this? Whether it's trying to save test site beta timeline, trying to go through Red Archive timeline, or hiring private military contractors with civilian anime T-dolls to quell rebellion post-Europe. These characters remind us of something universal, the human need for connection. In a way, commanding their loyalty is a mirror reflecting our own desires for love, respect, and belonging. These games give us the freedom to explore these emotions safely. You can be vulnerable without judgment, admired without having to prove yourself, in the chaos of reality. These characters don't care about your flaws or failures. Most of the time, they just see you for the role you play in their story. In return, you project your ideal self into theirs. It's an emotional exchange that feels deeply personal. But the things you love about these virtual characters, their loyalty, their admiration, the way they inspire you, are reflections of what you can cultivate in your real life. These games might just be showing you a path forward. Maybe it's about building stronger relationships, finding purpose, or learning to lead with empathy and confidence. Sure, it's easier when you're a commander in a virtual world, but that doesn't mean you can't channel some of that energy into reality. Take a moment to think about why these connections resonate so deeply within you. Is it the sense of control, the need for validation, or maybe it's the way these games remind you of the kind of love you want to share? Whatever it is, you have the power to take those feelings and bring them into your own life. Because at the end of the day, these virtual romances are just that, a mirror showing us who we are and who we aspire to be. As much as I like to spit my shit about romance, only around 15% of you make it this far. The other 85% has bounced, leaving a insert obscure meme reference about the game here comment. I thank you dearly for listening until the end. And for those 15%, I bring to you a message in a bottle. Whether you're on board the subscription ship or not, stop waiting for the perfect shoujo moment.